So we're on the ladder with I don't know, my right around deck that I made. Gonna check it out.
Welcome, friend.
So far my mulligan hasn't been so great.
I smell the stench of the living.
Just want to get something on board. Let him bust a run. He's clearly running aggro, but that's okay. We got a little aggro ourselves in here somewhere. There we go.
I serve the house with
Wrong place for a midnight stroll.
So he's gonna do 7. He's gonna try to remove that creature that I have there.
The Red demand your death. You're one of them.
Let's see what we can do here. He's gonna summon the guards. Okay. So we got 4.
Death before this.
Wrong place for a midnight stroll.
So just get rid of that. I don't know why this thing doesn't show the cards up here sometimes. It's kind of weird. He's going to take out my drain creature here. Remove a creature. Or he's going to let him attack again.
Wrong place for a midnight stroll.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll just go
I
here.
serve the house with valor. Death before dishonor.
Yeah, I'm all thumbs. Awaiting your command. Forgive me.
He says he's all thumbs, but I don't think so. Or maybe he's not getting the cards that he wanted, or he expected me to attack a little faster, and he just doesn't have the cards that he wants. But I am, 18 health, so I'm gonna have to be careful here. Maybe I'll play Child of Hercene next, or I'll just flood the board. I can put three creatures on, 2 lethals and a guard.
I can't steal it. It can't be stolen.
So I can silence that and just kill it if I want to.
Death before dishonor. Death before dishonor.
Wrong place for a midnight stroll.
Kill them all.
So we go 2,
I slay the
4,
unworthy. I slay the unworthy.
and a 3/3.
I live to serve.
So we flooded the board. Unless he can get rid of the 2 guards, he's not pilfering. Maybe he can pilfer now. I don't know. But I have a lethal on that lane, so
Together, we will make a fortune.
he can attack twice.
Does it again.
So is he going for the lethal or is he going face?
Sail through storms. Does it again.
So he'll go face, and I'll just kill both of those. I'll probably try to kill or silence that maybe. Still gonna kill that. So we kill this.
This should help you.
That's a 5/5.
Death before dishonor.
For honor and glory. Attack.
Okay, kind of down a little bit. I just want to play some of these creatures. Like I want to play the Scar Drillmaster and rally up a Night Shadow. Why do people disconnect like that? What, is this a thing where they just disconnect and see if you're gonna do something stupid, and then they log back on. Makes it look disconnected, or I don't know. We are in the. It doesn't highlight anymore. Huh. It used to, you could highlight it and it would say the warrior or the mage rank or something. I think that's the lady rank, whatever. You know, this is rank mode. You gotta be able to take a loss. Like, why do they do this?
Thank you.
So messed up, man. You just gotta sit here and do nothing and wait. But this is a deck that I put together. It's, I don't know if you'd say it's mid-range or not. It does have an early curve, but it does have a lot of 6+ cards. So, and I think I'm running something like 6, 7+ cards or something like that. So I want to run. I'm just running 8.
I slay the unworthy.
Kill them all.
Death before dishonor.
Let's get him down to 2. I mean, the game's over. I guess I should have just killed him. But I get into the game. Things go fairly decent, and I'm in a position where I can play some of the better, bigger creatures and cards and things, and then the game's over. So one of the things I don't like about the Legends, because I just feel like the games aren't long enough for the ability to show some synergies. It's just not viable in a lot of matchups, because you're going to play a control deck against an aggro deck and lose. Basically. I mean, what is it? The Assassin Archer deck? I mean, you're blowing people off the board at turn 4. So, what do you look like packing Farthanax and Alduin and Odving in your deck? You know what I mean? Because you're not even Unstoppable Rage. Like, you're not going to make it to turn 8 to even rage on a Night Shadow, right? Like, you want to play Unstoppable Rage on this card. Or you might want to stack this on top of this card and then use Unstoppable Rage. But it doesn't rally on all the creatures that it attacks. It just rallies one time, so that kind of sucks. I mean, Night Talon Lord, or any other card for that matter, triggers the
Welcome to House Rhetoric, recruit.
Death before dishonor.
Well, so I'll show what the deck is, what it looks like. I mean, it's not, nothing spectacular by any means. It's my journey. I need to change that because I took Journey Sovngarde out. So, but 75 cards now. I got 6 7+ cards, and it's just Unstoppable Rage with Ancestor's Battle Axe, and then I'm running 12 6-cost cards because I want to run the Drill Master. I like Night Shadow with Unstoppable Rage, and I like Child of Ursine for you're playing against a Spell Sword or something, and they're dropping a bunch of minions, and you can just keep attacking. So sometimes that comes about, and then and then Undying Dragon, like that's, you don't have to say anything about that, right? Shadow Fen Priest, good utility. removal, you know, and it's on prophecy, so have a chance where it can be played without spending mana, because a lot of times you're using this and you're not creating any board presence because it's just a spell, right? So spells I don't really like too much because for that reason. And then Ebonheart Oracle is one of my favorite cards. You know, you can play Unstoppable Rage on that and just get 500 health if you want to, right? The Black Dragon is like a cast into time effect, and it's immune to lethal, so I really like that card. If you can Galen copies of that into your deck, that's probably cool, but I don't have Galen in my deck. The Lumbering Ogre, pretty cool, you know. It can't have cover, but if you rally it up, it's pretty devastating. Just because if this card gets killed, it still rallies your creature, so it's pretty useful. And then just for support removals or big creature removals, so I am running 6 removals, right? And then Dawnbreaker I like because it's surprising anytime somebody slaps an item on something, you know, and it really throws calculations off. So, and it can kill mummies, skeletons, spirits, and vampires. Bleak Crow Troll and the Young Mammoth are really just good value cards. You know, you get good trade value with those, and then especially if you rally them. And then this generates a card, so like you get a 2/2 guard just for playing it, and I think that's cool because you get some card draw from it. Plus it has rally, so I like it. Just because I wanted some more prophecies in my deck, and I thought I had 10, but I don't now, so I don't know what's going on with that. Oh, I took okay, so, and then, you know, it's lethal, prophecy lethal, so maybe kill something big with it. Crushing Blow for some early removal, so I lied, I have like 9 removals. And then Crusader's Assault for some card draw. And then, of course, this guy, you know, he can be summoned if you don't have any cards, but it's just because I'm running a 3-color deck, right? And then this is pretty good because it's sticky, it sticks to the board, especially if you rally it. Even though Sorcerer's Negation loves to take this house, like, prime target for that. But has some more rally. Then if you rally this, you know, then it can stick around for a while, right? And it's drained, it's pretty good. And you can use Unstoppable Rage with it for, you know, a good health boost. Some more Prophecy with Guard, right? Drain, Lethal, and Rally. So we have 3, 6, 9 Prophecies. I'd like to squeeze a support in here and maybe, you know, I was trying to run this, the Rothgar Forge, but it's really expensive and the games don't usually last long enough to even get a lot of usage out of it. So like I feel like when I have it in hand, I'm not really in a position that I can play it because there's a lot of tension on the board and I need to be playing a minion or a removal or something, you know. Like I feel like the time to play support cards really is small, right? So I took it out, and then I like the aspect of her scene, but you know, to give it 12/12 as a guard can be removed by lethals and things, you know, like there's a lot of pings, like the crossbow. Let's see, what is it called? Yeah, Quicksilver crossbow. People are slapping out on lethals and kill anything. So I try to stay away from big cards, but I did like the idea of running the Squishy, the new card. Yeah, this. I wanted to run this with Night Town Lord. You know, turn 11, you can play Night Town Lord and attack something and summon it. Like you could summon hell, you could summon Nagaleeb, or you could summon this guy right here, this Dark Seducer, right? Like that's a cool ass card. So if you have Night Town Lord and the Squishy, right? You can play on both. You could play Night Town Lord and then Squishy on this Dark Seducer, right? But then, you know, what's odds of getting both cards in hand at turn 11 and game even lasting that long? Or I don't know, I'm just not feeling the likelihood of it. So, but I like the Unstoppable Rage just because a lot of times I'm starving for health because the games, like I said, they don't really last that long. So I try to incorporate that with Ebonheart Oracle, or like you know, Ravenous Hunger, or ideally Night Shadow, right? But anybody that has a half a brain just removes this as soon as possible, so you don't really get a chance to do it. But then I got Ancestor's Battle Axe that I can slap on stuff like this, or you know, whatever. Slap this on there. Slap it on one of these. Gives it 11 power, right? So you're really gonna tear something up. On, like, you know, you play this on turn 6, and if it survives, you play, you know, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So yeah, on turn 11 you can play on both, but then you take the chance of getting javelined off. But the thing I like about Ancestor's Battle Axe is it gives the next creature on the top of your deck 4/4 too. So if it does get removed, you still have the backup, right? So I don't know. I spent some time trying to think about what else could I squeeze into this deck. What changes could I make? Like I think Scar Drill Master's really not doing a whole lot. Like it doesn't see a lot of play. So I probably just take this out. And then like what other 3 cards do I put in? Like where do you put them in at? I mean, do you go 7+? Do you put in because you get 3 cards, right? So I could put Squishy in there and just use Squishy on like Ebonheart Oracle or like Child of Ursine. 6, 8, so that's 8. Or I guess if I had let me just put that back in there because I don't know, the deck's pretty successful, so let's just try another one, run it that way. Or let's you know, we could take out some 4 cost. Well, see, we got 18 2-cost cards, so, and they're all creatures, right? So let's see, how many different ones do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that would give you 6. So is that worth playing? To this conscription? Summon 1 of each creature from your deck that costs 2 or less. What did I say? We had 6. So you get 6 cards. So if they're all 2 costs, it's 2 times 6. That's 12, right? So it's actually the same value, right? But what happens by turn 12 if you've played all of one of those and you only get to play 5? Then the value's not really there, or the value's compensated because you have that many minions you're playing all at once. I don't know, I feel like they die to Ice Storm or something. Yeah, I like this card, but it's expensive and you never know what you're going to get, right? If you're trying to be competitive, you have to be solid about what you're getting. I mean, if I took out the Scar Drill Master and played this card, but it's an 8 cost card versus a 6 cost card, right? So, and Scarmaster rallies, it creates a copy of the creature that it rallies, so you get an extra card in your hand of something that's already in your deck, which is cool, right? So I just leave it like it is for right now and try another match and see what it'll do. I mean, it's hit and miss like any other deck that I make. You know, I don't know, the win rate's kind of even. It's like 50-50 overall. You know, out of 1,000 games, I think probably 50-50 on any decent deck, right? So might as well put some memes in there, something you like to play with. So I'm just going to throw that back, and then this could be Prophecy Mage, it could be Thief Mage, it could be Control mid-range or something, you know, who knows. We'll see when they play something. I didn't really like drawing 2 6-cost cards like that, but like I said, we have that 6-cost slot spiked like 12 cards in it. So then we have that. Okay, so if we can't get anything to play, we have 3, 4. We need a 5-cost card. Maybe not 5, I guess. Yeah, 2. 2's good. We'll play 3. We have Crushing Blow, but we need to. I'm worried about playing this and it getting removed to a Lightning Bolt, actually. So let's play this. See if we can't rally it up a little bit so it's above Lightning Bolt status, right? Let's take a couple hits and see if we'll get some card draw out of it anyway, unless they're an aggro deck, and then this is probably a mistake, right?
Let's shed some light.
So you get a Lightning Bolt, and there goes my lethal.
Fortune favor.
Yep, thanks for nothing. So now we're in a situation where it's a 7. Well, we'll just play this just to break the ward if he doesn't have Lightning Bolt, or yeah.
Die, sweet.
Face me, you
That
dog.
says he has Lightning Bolt. Okay. And he shackled it. Okay. Wow, that's pretty cool. What's this new? Oh, Icy Shambles. Probably Isle of Madness. Thingamabobber. We'll just play that. He's gonna have to answer it, so he's gonna have to spend some money or kill some creatures. Hopefully kill some creatures. He's looking at the trade, and he sees he's going to lose 2 creatures at least.
We'll have to settle this the hard way. We must
So, well, he can lose 1 creature now, so that's better.
Your
But,
blood will
oh, he didn't do
I
it.
have you.
Okay, well, that's good. Okay. So we have 6. So 2, 4. Or we just play 6. 3, 5, 7, 8. 8 damage on the board right now. That's 2 turns away from death. So if we can make it to turn 8 and just play Unstoppable Rage on it, maybe next turn I'll play the Undying Dragon.
I will have your head.
So if I sat the Ungram and just play Child of Ursine 3 times,
I'm here to help, not play politics.
gonna do something here. Shackle a minion, yep, Ursine, shackle. So we have 8. We kill this. Down to 2. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. So we play this.
I smell the stench of the living.
It's 7. So turn 8.
I didn't sign up to kill.
We're not going to get any drain.
I will not fall.
So we need some guard. Okay, so that game sucked. We're going to run another one. Just because I feel like I didn't get any of my 2 drops on time. Should probably thin out to 6th rank and then put something somewhere else. Like maybe, I don't know, get some 1 drops, but I never get the 1 drops on turn 1, so I don't know what to say about 75 card decks. But so get rid of that. Not ready for that yet. Okay, so no 6 drops, right? So what about we have 18 2 drops. Like, can we get some of those? Thank you. Sorcerer's negation.
Will be mine.
But you can't play around it. You're gonna get it's gonna come out. So you know, you force him to play it on something else. I guess that doesn't kill it. I don't know. Turn 2. So we got 3, 4, 5, 6. Thanks a lot, buddy.
Thank you.
It's turn 3, so lightning bolt is out.
If we die together.
Okay, he wants to play the werewolves. Just gonna play a rally here.
I would rather die than see House Veteran dishonored.
And I should put some of those 3 drops from
We can do this.
when your enemy has a broken rune, you draw a card, right? So we have a 5 drop. We can silence that.
This should help.
I shall prove my right to rule.
Play Child of Ursine next in the Shadow Lane. Probably dies to cast in time or something like that. But if we can rally Lumbering over him and the Black Dragon, that'd be great.
We'll take a few of them with us. Guard awaits you.
Okay, so we still have rally. That's a 6. I feel like I have to play this here. Kill that.
I shall prove my right to rule.
That's 4, 7.
I have you.
So if we can get Crushing Blow here.
Holding on to anything interesting?
Sure am. And I hate the cards that steal cards from your deck or make you give a card to your opponent. I just don't like that. And I don't like the lethal effect. But what can you do?
I shall
Kill
prove
that.
my right to rule.
We're on 7. So we want to get 2 cards out of this. Let's play this over here.
Brotherhood is a cox, and I shall
And
cure
play
it.
that
We'll
over
see
there.
how they like someone who fights back.
Play 8 to the face. And we'll see if he casts in time or something like that.
Should have just let me pick your pocket.
Black Dragon does a javelin or something like that. Okay. That's cool. Interesting. There's 5. We got 14.
I am death.
That's 11. And a lightning bolt is lethal. There it is. He just threw it.
I serve the house with valor.
Awaiting your command.
Gonna die, I'm gonna die. Manticore. I guess it's the curve. I don't know. What do you do about it? What do you do about it?
Death.
I am a child of darkness. It has been my honor.
So I lost another game.
A hard-fought victory.
That's 1 out of 3 wins. I don't know. Yeah, I guess the deck sucks, right?